Alright, match 3. We're 2-0. Yorion-Merfolk. Let's go. Not a good hand. Let's mull. Alrighty. Even worse hand. Let's mull. Serum Powder, not here to save us. We can do better. Or can we? You know what? I'm not going to risk it. We'll just put Serum Powder to the bottom. The hand is functional. We'll keep... we don't need 2 Castle Vantresses, I don't think. Do we need a Minamo, though? Yeah, we do. This also just comes into play untapped. Don't really need 2 castles. Let's get the Faerie Conclave in here, since it's the only land here that's guaranteed to come into play tapped. If we happen to draw Island, Castle Vantress may not need to come into play tapped. I have to say, I think Yorion is probably the future of Merfolk. I mean, you know, maybe it's too early to say that. Obviously, we've seen people can be mistaken about things and, you know, call things too early, so to speak, in a lot of ways. But you know, I might just be calling it right now that Yorion is the future of Merfolk. Probably I'll be bouncing this Amulet. Yeah, I'll bounce it. Hopefully it slows them down a bit, because they can do busted things next turn, like play a Dryad and then get 2 more land drops. Or even worse, play an Azusa. Get, yeah. They could play Azusa, get 2 land drops, play another Azusa, get 2 more land drops, and then play Titan. It's pretty busted stuff. It's possible. Oh. Well, this has got to be a good sign. I'd love to just play the Brazen Borrower, but... Actually, yeah, playing Brazen Borrower is probably better. The Aether Vial is just such a future proposition. This could really make it or break it right now. I'm gonna play the Brazen Borrower. My reasoning is we gotta just try to play towards getting them dead before they draw enough lands, because they didn't have another land with Grazer, and obviously they're stuck on mana. We have to just try to win the game. Oh, maybe they can't. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe they can't put this into play with Grazer, but they might actually have lands. So we might have misassessed the situation. We'll see. I still kind of think that the logic is still sound, though. And this does have reach, so it's something to keep in mind with the Faerie Conclave. But they at least they'll have to So I'm thinking about putting Yorion in hand, actually, and just go for max max chance to win in the air. I think that's probably about best, actually. It's a long shot, but I mean we got to take our best lines. We're not taking this line because we think it's going to win. We're taking this line because we think it's probably our best shot at winning, one of our only shots at winning. Yeah, kind of looking like what happened is the opponent had those spell lands, which I don't think they can put into play off of Grazer. Although it's weird they didn't play those earlier. So maybe they just drew the lands they needed. I don't know. Confusing. Because if they had those in their hand, I wonder why they didn't play those first. Well, this might change things a little bit. But if they've got Titan, that's just good game either way. Let's attack. I think we're kind of playing towards hoping they don't have Titan. I mean, right? Like, what else is our game plan? Let's see here. Yorion, or double Lord. I think double Lord. It does represent slightly more damage. You know, Yeah, we're obviously getting tightened, and probably just scoop. Okay, I apologize for that pause. Actually, I'm chatting with a certain well, maybe I shouldn't go into too much personal details about my life, but on the weekends, I'm recording this on the weekend, and usually on the weekends is when I chat with some important people in my life, and you know I I also need to find time to record, so sometimes I have to double task, at least while I'm working a fairly demanding job while doing this. So let's see. This is exactly the matchup where Aether Gust pretty much is in for. We're gonna keep Chalicing because it both sets off Summoner's Pact and Veil of Summer. We're also going to we are going to keep, I think, Spreading Seas because it does slow them down. It doesn't like completely stop them, but it does slow them down. Master of Waves, I think, is kind of clunky, but we could be off base about that. We absolutely need Dismember. No compromises on that one. I mean, Deprive. Dismember 2, I think, for Dryad. Brazen Borrower is good, but probably Deprive is better. Man, we're kind of running low on creatures. We just got Silvergill. We just got the standard Silvergill, Lord Master, Merfolk Trickster, Smuggler, Copter, but in an 80 card deck. So I'm a little bit worried about going too low on creatures. That said, I just can't really see myself cutting anything else. Maybe Dryad's okay, because I mean, like, yeah, realistically, maybe Dismember isn't necessary. Yeah, because like Dryad, I think is okay as long as we can deal with Titan. By itself, Dryad's really not a big deal. This could be totally wrong, but like I just don't know how else to do this. I guess I could have taken out Force of Negation, but I think it's really important to deal with engineered explosives and other such. We're going to be on the play, of course. Yeah, and we're going to mulligan, and we're going to powder. And losing 2 Deprives, though, is a big deal. But yeah, this hand has a clock. Spreading Seas could slow them down. What I don't like, though, is that there's no real plan. The problem is because of frickin' Cavern of Souls, I hate that card. Or at least I hate that it can be used for non-tribal decks in this way. If it was only usable by like humans and tribal decks, I don't think it would find it so obnoxious. But I hate that decks like Titan can use it this way. Because of that, we don't necessarily have a real plan for dealing with Titan. I think we have to keep this because we just have to try to put on a clock and try to win, and then maybe try to like draw Aether Gust and keep them off of Titan for 1 turn, or hope they don't draw. You know, Cavern of Souls. But like Cavern of Souls, just I think they're on. I think there's so much control out there. I'm pretty sure they're playing at least 2 or 3 copies of Cavern, making it decently likely that they draw it. We may want to save Trickster to try to like stem the bleeding, so to speak, from a Titan. Not a good spot. Not a good spot. Amulet's kind of like their Aether Vial. I'm curious to know what the Merfolk community's consensus on a plan for beating Titan, because I'm just not really so sure. With Cavern of Souls, it's very difficult to count on countering Titan. But all right. I think we probably want to Spreading Seas the turf because, let's see, well, they can't Titan next turn. We can cut them off of mana, but they could just bounce the turf. And we do need to get a clock going. Let's attack and see what happens. Yeah, let's play Brazen Borrower. Trying to maximize our mana. As far as I know, I don't think they can Titan next turn. They can Titan this turn, next turn though, so we will have to play Spreading Seas. Let's get Brazen Borrow out here. Now the problem is if they've got Veil of Summer. But if they do, they do. We thankfully got a backup Spreading Seas if they do, but alright, well, hopefully that slows them down a little bit. And I think this Aether Vial is just kind of too little too late here. Alright, let's just play the Merfolk Trickster. And even if they play a Karoo land, I don't think they can play Titan this turn now. Okay, so obviously going to return the Karoo land. This makes it so that even if we Spreading Seas... Oh, we do Aether Gust, I must have missed that. Well, that's obviously our plan next turn, and maybe we actually strung together enough of a clock that we can actually stop the Titan menace. I think that's a pretty free play on 0. Now, let's see. Actually, if we actually Spreading Seas the Simic Growth Chamber, they actually can't Titan next turn. Question is, do we play Chalice to play on Veil of Summer? But they didn't have it last turn, so I think we're just gonna go for it. I guess we'll Veil of Summer this. I'm a little surprised they had it, but you know, so it goes. We're playing two stupid kind of M21 cards. dueling stupid M21 cards. Alright. And hopefully the Merfolk Trickster can I don't think we can win next turn, but hopefully the Merfolk Trickster holds the fort, so to speak. Next turn. I guess I should have attacked with Lord too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play Mutagenic Growth or something. Hopefully this is enough for the win. I mean, we do have 3 in the air with Brazen Borrower, and we've got Island Walk. Well, we're not going to have Island Walk once they play their Titan, because they are going to return it. But hopefully we actually got 5 in the air, so they'll need to use Radiant Fountain twice somehow, which they could. But hopefully they can't both do that and play Field of the Dead, which means hopefully our regular blockers get there. This Merfolk Trickster, it turns out actually saving this Merfolk Trickster was very important. Didn't seem like it would be that way at first, but turns out it is. Yeah, I mean, good thing we kept that hand instead of kept mulliganing. Like I said, I think we just have to curve out and hope for the best. And that's where Aether Gust was really clutch. You know? Aether Gust won't really do anything unless we can establish a quick clock. Did I not reveal Trickster? I revealed Trickster. I think the opponent's just hoping I make a mistake. And good game. Okay. Well, hey, we'll steal a game against. Oh no, well I guess we'll steal game 2 against Titan. It would have been nice if that was game 1, but it's not. So yeah, I think this is the game plan. Dismember again. Oh yeah. Force of Negation is good against Veil of Summer, but yeah, Master Waves can also just be good for just swarming through the tokens. I don't know, it's hard to say. Dismember can also just be good for clearing away the Grazer. Master Waves can also be good though for it's also like an alternative way of sorts to deal with engineered explosives, because while it doesn't deal with engineered explosives, it is a way to either rebuild afterwards or to create an alternative threat where they either have to blow up the tokens or blow up the 2-drops, and hopefully one of them gets them. But yeah, and you know, the thing I like about Master Waves is it increases the Merfolk count for Silvergill Adept, which I think is actually kind of necessary. So we are gonna run it this way. Alright, I don't know. We got Deprive. We've got Aether Vial. We've got a clock of some sort. Not the best clock. I'm going to keep. Serum Powder is kind of just like a mulligan here, but yeah, in this deck specifically, that mana is probably not going to be super relevant, but this is a good enough 6-card hand that, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, here's that's the thing, you know. I mean, of course, we do get to see another 7-card hand, but this is a good enough 6-card hand that I am more comfortable taking my chances with this one than I am with some random. Okay, so we got choices. I do think I want to probably play a Merfolk next turn and then hold up Deprive after that, but we'll see. I don't really see myself attacking Mutavault next turn. Mana Screw? No, just misclick. Alright, let's see. We could try to Deprive like a Dryad of the Elysian Grove or something. Might not be the worst ever. But if they don't play it, then it's going to be kind of... They could also just slam a Engineered Explosives and make things very complicated for us. Now let's just play the Merfolk. I think being proactive is just really where we want to be. Could be totally wrong, but yeah, there's the Dryad we knew about. We could have countered this, but at the end of the day, I think we just have to cross our fingers and hope they don't have I forget what it's called. Turn off auto heals and hope they don't have Cavernous Souls. So let's see here. I could attack, but then that forces my hand, and I really don't see them not blocking. So, all right, so they can Titan this turn, but hopefully they don't have Cavernous Souls. Well, 1 land down without Cavern. Okay, 2 lands down without Cavern. I don't know, maybe. Now they may have Veil of Summer. That would, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they can't actually play Titan and Veil of Summer. Well, that's good. Alright, let's counter this. Thank goodness they don't have a... Unfortunately, the next land they play can be a Valakut trigger. So I think we're going to Trickster that on their upkeep to help avoid that eventuality. We're going to say no. Or we can Aether Gust. Nah. I think we're just going to attack, and then we're going to Trickster on upkeep. Because the thing is, if they have 5 other mountains, and then we can put Dryad on top. I guess they're worried about another. And I think it's 5 other mountains. Yeah, so they can't actually use Wooded Foothills yet. If they crack Wooded Foothills for some reason, we do have the option to try to shuffle Dryad in. I don't understand. I shut this off. Is this a glitch? Hey all, is this a glitch? Why is this targeting something? Am I missing something? Because like, why is this stuff still everything? I thought I turned off Dryad's ability. It has probably something to do with layers. Okay, but the thing is, okay, you know, well, I think, I guess, I just have to hope they don't have Titan. I have to, like, yeah, I'll just do this. If they got another Titan, then so be it. I don't know if this, I'd appreciate it if I could, I mean, I guess I could look this up too, but... Yeah, I don't think, and my understanding is I don't think this will trigger now. Yeah, but I don't think that should have triggered in the first place. Okay, okay. It's not the, I wonder why they put that on the bottom, though. It's a little bit bizarre. Alright, well, we've got Yorion waiting in the wings. I do think we need to hold on to this Deprive. Only problem is we have to find a spot where we can play 3 mana. And for that reason, I'm going to play out the Serum Powder, and hopefully they don't top deck a Titan next turn. Because, like, I mean, because we have to build up to the point where we can put Yorion in our hand and hold up 2 mana. If they top deck Literal Titan, like they top deck Literal Titan, you know what I mean? 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 I mean, I don't know. Like, why did they put? Why did it? No, I mean, like, wait, do they know something we don't? Like, they had Titan on top? Okay, they don't. Ugh. They're just, you know, being them. Oh, why did they copy that? I wonder. Oh, right, because then they can do this. Well, maybe they don't hit Titan. Oh, Reclamation Sage. Okay. That's a little scary, but good thing we played the other Aether Vial. It might have seemed like a mistake, but turns out it definitely was not. Alright, well, once again, we are going to... Yeah, and actually, this is where definitely putting Yorion in our hand and holding up 2 mana comes in handy. You know, we gotta counter that, because then they can just Valakut everything away. Alrighty. And I guess we, I guess we'll say no for now, and we'll see what do we draw. Okay. Yeah, wait, no. For sure we play the Yorion. And I guess the only thing we'll blink is the Aether Vial. Or not the Aether Vial, the Serum Powder. It's not, it doesn't do anything, but hey, we had a free blink, why not? I hate Titan. Is it just me, or they always like, they didn't have to top deck that. Am I missing something, or is there some type of unwritten rule where they have to top deck one of these cards at about now? Because they always do. Well, we had our we had a chance there. Titan is annoying. We definitely could have won that. I mean, yes. Also no Chalice of the Voids. Anyway, whatever.